13 on Your Side Weather Deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
Blake, I hoped for a heavy downpour late last night, and I got it. Today, the sun came back out, that humidity, tomatoes grew another 3 or 4 inches, I think.
The best of both worlds. A little bit of rain at night. Yeah, the sun today, Juliet. Those storms last night, it was quite a light show across West Michigan. The lightning was amazing. Now, for many today, it has been a rather easygoing end to the week. A select few, however, have dealt with a few additional thunderstorms, but that risk is starting to wane all across West Michigan. Another warm day here at home. Temperatures soared into the 80s, 87 the daytime high here in Grand Rapids, same number in Holland, and yes, a few cracked 90 degrees once again. Ionia and Kalamazoo, before the storms rolled in, yeah, you did briefly hit that 90-degree mark. Still another above average day, and the humidity still lingering, but there are some changes in sight for our Saturday. 13 weather ball is solid blue with cooler temperatures in view. At least tomorrow will be a seasonable day for the last Saturday of June, and more importantly, the humidity will briefly sweep out tomorrow. 13 weather ball brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. The view here in Grand Haven today, overall, while we had some varying cloud coverage, especially late morning through early afternoon, over the past few hours, skies have opened up, and it's a beautiful evening here at the Lake Shore. Plenty of people still enjoying the waters of Lake Michigan. But the thunderstorm development today has been really because of this cold front that is swinging through the state of Michigan. This cold front now progressing quickly towards the east side of the state. That's where the bulk of any thunderstorm development is at right now here at the 6 o'clock hour, including the severe thunderstorm watch that is now confined to the east side of the state and then stretching back into northern Indiana into far northwestern Ohio. We have, for the most part, seen our thunderstorm opportunity come to an end. The only exception now is to the south of Kalamazoo. We had a few thunderstorms over the past few hours, mostly south and east of Grand Rapids, but still holding on to one lingering thunderstorm here in southern Kalamazoo County. We'll note that there is still a flood advisory in play for Calhoun County right now this evening. Some of these storms that have trained over one another has allowed for upwards of 1 to 2+ inches of rainfall on top of all the rain that area, Kalamazoo County, has seen over the past 48 hours. But for many, skies are partly to mostly sunny, especially towards the lake shore. It's going to be an enjoyable evening here at home. Nothing to worry about in terms of widespread shower or storm chance. In fact, skies will completely clear out as the night goes on, and that carries on into our Saturday. A little bit of a cooler air mass to our north and west. We'll see those temperatures fall mostly into the lower 80s for a daytime high tomorrow. Again, the humidity, while it's still lingering, it's another humid day. That is going to change for tomorrow. So our weekend in a nutshell tomorrow, around 80 degrees. In fact, even some upper 70s at the lake shore. A sunny sky, less humid, and the wind will be light out of the west-northwest. That's our relief, though, because Sunday, the heat, the humidity, that comes back into the forecast will be around 90 degrees off a southwesterly wind. That's what's going to drive in the warmth and humidity. But tomorrow will be a comfy day. Those dew points actually falling maybe a bit below that 60-degree threshold. We've been now almost going on a week where the dew point has been well into the 60s and periodically in the 70s. So you'll notice the comfier air mass tomorrow, but the dew point does rise back near 70 come Sunday. And when you factor in 90-degree heat and that higher humidity, it'll feel more like the middle to upper 90s come Sunday afternoon into the early evening. Now, if you're looking for a multi-day stretch of a comfortable air mass, that will arrive starting Tuesday. Tuesday onward next week, we'll have a refreshing air mass overhead. Temperatures tomorrow in the 70s at the lake shore under a mostly sunny sky. The wind lightly out of the west-northwest, upper 70s still near US 10, and then generally lower 80s from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. If you're heading to the beach tomorrow, water temperatures are quite warm, upper 60s to lower 70s. Waves will be on the lower side tomorrow, generally around a foot or two all up and down the lake shore. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Nice last weekend of June. The difference, comfier Saturday, heat and humidity on Sunday. Juliet will have a few thunderstorms on Monday. Once that system comes through by the end of Monday, that's what's going to allow that refreshing air mass to settle in. But temperatures still remain where they should be next week, generally in those lower 80s.
Tomorrow's going to feel really comfortable, isn't it?
Tomorrow's a day to get out and enjoy, that's for sure.
We will. Thank you, Blake.